Warning: the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of the Coaches
Wonder
Box.
what he was waiting on. Jeez.
You know my computer's wonky. But anyway,
shouldn't be there in the high dollar district Pounds Road, but go ahead.
But hey, episode 227. It's the We're coming live from Mizzou. So fellas, hey, Chris, I see you. Kevin, I see you. Jarvis, I see you. But I'm missing somebody. Who are we missing?
Everybody knows who we're missing.
Oh yeah.
I'm beginning to think he is unavailable only on days that end in Y. That's what I'm thinking.
Listen, Matt, if you're talking about Matt Schutte, he hasn't been on in years.
Hey, he's shooting about the same percentage.
Been on the same number of episodes. So.
I didn't realize that Powers was coaching baseball.
Is he really?
I think he might just be running like the scoreboard or something.
Oh my gosh! Can they not find anybody else?
I was gonna say a kid can't do that. They got like 50 kids out.
I do think he made a comment about coaching baseball this year. I could have sworn.
Really?
That's interesting.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I'm not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm guessing college commissioner doesn't pay enough of the bills. He's got to coach JV baseball somewhere.
I'll tell you this. If Tigers don't pull their heads out of their rear end, they're going to lose to Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be okay. They're up by 5.
Have you watched any of the game at all? Or are you too busy at the big time down in Columbia?
Here.
Oh, okay.
TV right here.
Okay, are you seeing the same thing we're seeing?
Yeah, right now I'm seeing the Tigers losing by 2 over here, but that's the Canton Tigers. They're playing Eugene, the Eagles.
Okay.
Eugene's pretty good. They're like really
Chris
good.
is big timing it up now. So Chris, how you tell all the viewers how things are going out at Como right now?
Well, I mean, yesterday there was only about one really good game. The rest of them were blowouts. The trying to think of the only good game. I'm trying to think. It was Puxico. No, it was Thayer. Thayer playing Thayer Woodland. No, Woodland.
No.
That was this morning. They're all run together. I mean, it's crazy. I've been up here last 2 days and I'm tired because I haven't seen the sunshine very much. So just watch Principia
So
boys.
many things.
Principia boys, they won the state championship, beat Kip KC, and then Principia girls, they lost by 6 to Fairgrove. Fairgrove's really good. Did a really good job of getting Principia in foul trouble, but Eugene, boy, I'll tell you what, that they're probably one of the most, I would say dynamic Class 2 boys teams we've seen in a while, because man, they shoot the heck out of the 3-pointer. They had a kid make like 120 of them and attempted 200 threes by himself. One kid. And that's a lot.
That's a lot of threes.
It's a lot. And they go fast, man. And they turn around, they guard you. And it's a really good brand of basketball. So, they would beat a lot of they would beat a lot of Class 3 schools that are pretty good too, and I'm sure they beat some of those on their schedule. But big representation from Canton and Eugene, and basically the whole town shut down. They're here, so the last one had to turn the light out when they left. But it's been all right. Attendance in the mornings are bad. I will say that.
Of course,
of course.
It's Wednesday and Thursday in Como for games. It's horrible.
I'm not a big fan of the Wednesday game, the Wednesday day to play. But go ahead.
What's the I was gonna say, what's the rationale? Is there a schedule conflict or something with why they have to do Wednesday, Thursday instead of Friday, Saturday?
Because you can play 6 games in a day and everything's slotted. Because you want to start on time, so you don't have games going real late, but you don't have the Hearns available, or they don't want to use the Hearns. I'm not really sure. All the lines on the Hearns right now are set up for volleyball.
Yeah.
And the last time I believe they played there, it was tough on officials and players to know if they're inbounds or out of bounds, or where they shot free throws from. So that made a big difference. But Mizzou Arena's fun playing for the kids. Nobody wants to go and play in the Hearns, but that's the difference between playing here and playing in Springfield, because you have the Q and you have the Hammond Center, and you can walk from one to the other, but you can also play both those games, and you can shorten the time frame of having the Final Four up here. So there's been a lot of interesting talk between people in the MBCA and maybe a couple people from MSHSAA on stuff moving forward, maybe some changes, and we've discussed them on the show. So I'm kind of curious to see how all that's going to pan out, after the advisory meetings and things like that. But boy, Canton's, it's 11 to 8. They're hanging in there. They're playing tough. Canton's a team that beat Puxco. Canton was a good game.
I just say,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Everything else was a blowout. So
yeah, I think the average, other than that one game, the average victory margin was 28 points yesterday, I think.
Well, I mean, guys, it's not about getting the best teams up here. It's about representation from all around the state.
Yeah, we were talking, I guess, after the Principia Woodland game, or while it was going on, actually, some of the kids on the basketball team, we were in class, and they're kind of looking at updates and whatnot, and Principia was still kind of rolling, still pressing or whatever they were doing, they were still scoring, right? Yeah. And the kids were like, why aren't they calling off the dogs? And I said, fellas, this is the Final Four. You do not call off the dogs in the Final Four. And they just had no concept to that. And I said, you got to understand. I remember watching Otto Porter Jr. and Bobby Hatchett that one year they won like 96 to 30 something or 96 to 40 something. Chris, I'm sure you remember who they played. They're like, are you kidding me?
Newtown Harris.
Was it Newtown? Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was that or Dadeville or somebody. And they're like, are you kidding me? I said, hey, I'll go to the Final Four and lose by 80. That's fine.
Well, that was a state championship game, and
yes,
Newtown Harris's coach, who's now at another school, was just in here about 10 minutes ago. So I don't think he wants to talk about that one, because that was a tough game. That was a good team though they played. But yeah, it's a good atmosphere for the kids. You can say, when you say you made it up here, and even if you're taking home 4th place, it's still something to get here, because you were one of the last 4 standing. And, that's what it's all about, is having these experiences for kids. So they're lifelong things. But yeah, it's been a lot of work, and doing all state basically in front of my computer like I am right now for the last 2 days.
Oh,
you're still getting emails?
Hold on. Tier.
Hey, you made a choice to go this direction. That direction.
Exactly.
Yes, Kevin, a lot of emails, like when do the all district teams come out? I just set up an auto reply. Like, this level of stupidity on some of that is just mind blowing. Just read.
But I had a coach ask, if I needed to get my kids on an all district team, when do I submit those files?
Well, you should.
So I told him to email you directly, and I gave him your cell phone number.
Cool.
So he may be calling you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. A lot of people have my number. They called me today, like 7:30 in the morning, asking me, Hey, when did the all district teams come out?
They come out when they come out. Good grief. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
I've had a bunch of people. Why the boys all conference? They let out the big schools. Why are the small schools? They asked us not to release it till St. Vincent girls are done playing, so it'll be this weekend.
Yeah,
well,
right.
It's like chill. You'll find out.
Yeah, like we're just gonna keep them and not let you even know what they are. Hey, if you Venmo me, I will tell you if you're getting
for a small fee.
Small fee.
Yeah.
Small fee.
1 year.
Advanced copy.
1 year, I told a softball coach, the Coaches Association has elected not to do an all-state team this year. So,
oh boy,
just
but
wow.
Zach, how's golf practice been going?
Man, it's been good. So we got out today, and they got about 9 holes in, and it's interesting, just with the fact that we've got 15 kids, and I know St. Pius is also on out of the Highlands too, and so working around them, and obviously working around all of the members and patrons that are paying to play. But it's you said it. I mean, you said it before we got on the show. It is nice to be outside in the sunshine, and I can remember this time last year it being absolutely freezing, and now that it's 80 degrees, it's nice.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes, it's nice to be out in the grass again, doing something outside, not stuck inside anymore. It's just wearing shorts today at practice. That was nice.
Kevin, can't you just wear shorts anytime you want to?
I could, but when it's too cold and you have the legs I do, it's maybe not a good decision.
You just sit in your car. You just take a kid, just sit in his car, roll the window down.
Who am I, Portel? No.
Right. No. Kick it the other way.
What does the soccer coach actually have to do?
That's what I'm wondering.
There's strategery all over the place.
Okay. Strategery.
Don't drop the baton.
We have formations.
Yeah, okay.
We're trying to put in a 4-2-3-1.
Triangles. Triangles.
Yes, it's the triangle offense on a much bigger field.
Can you run the flex in soccer? That's what I want to know. Is that even possible?
Sure, hey, I'm telling you right now, if we're gonna have a set play, I'm naming it flex. Just to say it.
You got to do it. Oh, you got to.
So I can tell them, hey, we ran flex. Hey, flex won us the ball game.
Or hey, you're gonna run like run Ted Lasso. Run Ted Lasso.
Yeah, it's the Loki's toboggan. That's a log-ass toboggan ride.
Coach Rhodes, who I haven't seen up here, said tomorrow morning interesting with Tipton and Skyline girls. I'm telling you right now, Tipton has, I believe, either 3 or 4 girls who were all-state last year on their team. The Carvajal girl who went to Meadville, who was from Meadville, and they won the state championship and played with their 2 other sisters. Her family moved to Tipton, and she was all state last year, and now she joins that team. I mean, they literally have four girls, I believe, who are all state. It's just wild. And the crazy part is Skyline's already beat them this year, so they're on the other side of the bracket. I believe St. Vincent plays Tipton first. So,
hey, don't sleep on Vinny.
I'm not gonna sleep on Vinny, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
Yeah,
Tipton's on another level here.
Are they?
Canton just took the lead. How about that?
There you go.
Wow. Hey, it's
Jarvis. Your thoughts?
Here, they're kids. Yeah,
hey, Jarvis is just like one of those kids in class. He's just on his technology. He's on his TV. Huh?
Sleeping with his eyes open.
Coach is having he's having a
I have
fit.
I have nothing to say about Tipton and Skyline girls basketball. Sorry. I don't know where. I don't even know where the hell those places are. I don't care.
Maps.
Hey, Skyline's got great chili. I'll tell you that though.
Jason, nobody knows where Herculaneum is either.
I know. Herculaneum's not in the Final Four or anything near that, so we don't have to worry about it.
They are in cross country.
Well, yes, they
Yeah,
are.
okay, so the people know where it's at.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you want me to take a poll real quick of people who know where Herculaneum is in this room right
Hey,
now?
hey.
There's at least
Why?
three.
Big
Wait a
Jim
minute, hold
does
on,
behind
hold
you.
He knows.
Yeah, is that Big Jim behind
It
you? there over
is.
the shoulder?
Yes, Big Jim made the
Of course he
jaunt
did.
up here to watch some basketball. He said he's gonna watch long enough to see Eugene win and then go home. Like, okay, you never know, they might not. So I was like, all right.
You can say that, but he's not even watching the game.
Now
Or is he watching on the TV?
Now he's chatting. No, the Mizzou game's on back here.
Oh, okay.
We got
Well,
Mizzou game.
that's horrendous because that's what I'm watching. And
Well, and this is a good high school game going on right now. I mean, I could give you play-by-play, but Mission might not like that either. That's okay. That's why we were saying, shh, don't tell. Yeah, because we're here. Now,
Gray
you can't
Gray's
do
hurt.
video. You can't do video, but you can do audio. So everything you hear is legal, Misha, if you decide to, check this out. Oh, good take. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm kind of curious to see. I know Jason doesn't care about girls basketball. That's what he's literally saying.
That's not what I'm saying. My daughter played. I'm just saying I know nothing about Skyline or Tipton to have anything to say.
You can have an opinion. Listen, there's plenty of people who get on podcasts and TV shows, and they have opinions. They don't know anything. Just make something up.
Yeah, they're called senators.
I was gonna say, you think they read their bills that they make? No.
Wait, no, they can't read it. Hey, do you think coaches read their emails? No, not at all. Not at all.
So,
I've been trying to get the new president of the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association to come on. She's being a little shy. She didn't want to jump on here. She's listened to our show a few times. She also listened to last week's episode. Let's leave it at that. So,
is she making a trip down there?
No, she's right here.
No, Chris, you didn't get it.
I got it.
There it is. There it is.
Watching the game, I'm trying to do two things at once, guys.
The ADD is strong. We should have named it the ADD is strong with this one.
I'm telling you right now, that extended release. Glad it's there. Need it. It's been a long day.
So what's on our agenda for the show?
I don't know, Zach. What'd you decide?
Don't say to me. I didn't even know we were having the show till this afternoon.
We
evening.
well prepped for this show this week, didn't we?
This is
right.
The Jason Jarvis prep show.
Hey, the Cardinals finally signed a free agent.
Oh my
Did
gosh!
they really?
We've never
Oh
heard
my
of.
goodness!
Yeah, what's his name? I can't. It's some right-handed bullpen guy that that Ollie made sound out or tried to make out to be like some sort of a back-end high leverage guy, which I think he pitched in the California Penal League last year.
How did he get there?
Stole a car.
He's nobody.
They wear caps and sleeves in that league. That's all I know.
Well, they tied the ball game 1-1 today. I think Newt Barr hit a RBI single, and that was about it. I think was it Fetty? I think pitched, went about 4 innings today.
Was
I think
it a
it was
split
Fetty.
squad?
So
Was it a split?
No,
squad
I don't think
game?
it was split
I don't
squad.
know.
I don't know.
Oh, Matt's went 4 2/3
Matt's
today.
went 4 innings. And his arm
4
didn't fall?
2/3, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's all right. They knew they wanted to extend him out right before he goes on the IL.
You got to get at least something out of him.
Yes.
Because
Pitch spring training.
because Ollie and the Cardinals have said, we need veteran pitchers in the starting rotation, which is, why they're going with Michaelis and Matz and Fetty and Gray and who knows what, right? And shipping all the young guys back down. And okay, so I'm going to ask your opinion on this just because we're talking about the Cardinals. They have said this last season, and then they continued to say it in spring training. Would you, and Kevin, I think you've alluded to it. Would you three be happy if they came out and said, look, we probably aren't going to be any good this year, but what we're going to do is we're going to play all the young guys. We're going to bring all the young guys up. We're going to We're going to pitch the young guys. We're going to play the young guys as much as possible. We may not win, or we might win a boatload. We don't know who we have, what we got, but we're going to find out. Would you be okay as a Cardinals fan to say, all right, I'm on board with this youth movement?
Well, I already said I'd be on board with that.
I thought they were headed that direction and then couldn't find a trade partner for Arenado, and they've kind of bailed on that.
Well, they
at least on that rhetoric.
Well, they should. I mean, they should still try to make that happen. If you really want to, go all in on that, because I mean, you got to see what you got in these guys and get something.
I think the city of St. Louis would get behind it just because it gives them a chance to get to know some guys. They don't have high expectations, so they would just be whatever they get out of them, they get out of them. But at least they could be good people that the fans could get behind.
Well, and that's the thing. So, who, in your opinion, who's the face of the franchise?
Mason Wynn.
Okay.
Mason Wynn is who it's got to be.
I still think. Well, right now it's still Arenado.
A guy they're trying to trade.
Yes, that's the problem.
Contreras. I mean, or would you say no?
I don't even think that. Out of the young guys, it's either Mason Wynn or like a Brendan Donovan type. But realistically, if you think St. Louis Cardinals right now, you're thinking Nolan Arenado. That's the face.
So, I disagree.
I think it's got to be Mason Wynn.
It's Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
I'm just saying when somebody says to me face of the franchise, I think across the country, if we said name us a Cardinal, that's who they would name. It'd be
Ozzie
like
Smith.
So
Ray Langford. 5 years of 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases. We would love to have that right now.
Yes. But
I'd like to have somebody put the ball in play.
Oh, it's spring training, guys. We'll be all right.
Yeah. That's what they say every year.
You just gotta have patience.
I'm with Jason on that one.
Patience. Gun Roses will sing it better than me. I have patience. I tell myself that every day at school. Gotta have patience.
Yeah.
It's a good stress reliever. My God, they calling a lot of fouls. Jeez. Let them play.
Yeah, it was a whistle fest up here, so I guess it
is on this Mississippi State Mizzou game. Jeez.
I'm having a hard time paying attention to a whole lot of anything because this Allen kid from Eugene already has 20 points in the first half.
So
he's putting on a shooting expedition. Better find him. Give him the ball. No, I want to shoot it. Anyway.
The Cardinals are a sad state of affairs, no matter how you look at them.
Yeah. I don't know. I would rather get behind the youth movement and just say, hey, we're gonna reset this and try to develop some of these younger guys, let them play. But if you don't trade Arenado, you're not fully invested in that. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Plus they'll sit them every other day or something, keep 5 outfielders. And
well, I mean, the problem is that you could put him on the block all you want. Somebody's got to pick him up, and then willing to, and then he's got to be willing to go there. Like that's the thing is he's got the leverage in this situation.
And from the Cardinals end, they're not going to pay for most of his salary. They want somebody to take him and a good hunk of that contract. And I don't know that anybody's willing or able outside of the Yankees and the Dodgers, the Mets.
Why is anyone going to want to do it when they can just wait? And eventually the Cardinals are going to have to bend or do something.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole situation, the whole way it's been done has been handled completely wrong.
Well, because they went out and said that that's their priority in the offseason. It's like, oh, here's the cards I have. Now play poker.
Yep.
I mean, this is what I have. No one else shows theirs. Oh man, I messed up. Like you're that guy. Is this a good hand? Oh.
Here, you want to take those two away, and here, have some other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, no, we're not doing that. And that's
So-
why they're in that position.
What's your? Because we're gonna say, well, we play in the Central. What's your honest thoughts or expectations for the? Because right now they are, I think, number 2 on Vegas odds. Fit for finishing second, like that's what Vegas has it. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe Vegas
I'm
has
with
it.
that.
Yeah.
The Central is not very good this year, and so a bad team will finish second.
Well, and
but
here's the thing: the Brewers are.
Yes, the Brewers will probably run away with the division, but I think after that, I still think the Cardinals probably finish third, maybe second. They have a shot at it, depending on if the younger kids play well. If the younger kids play well, they can do some things.
So it's the last several years. You're talking an average of 93 wins to clinch the division, to win the division. What do you see? So they were at 83 last year. They were at 71.
Kevin says 91.
91 wins.
I know.
They were at 71. I think it was 71 2 years ago. 83 this year. Are they better this year? Are they better this year than last year? An 83 win team. No. Make your case. Why do you say no?
Because I just don't know. There's too much unknown.
Yeah. The younger kids, will they play them the right way? Yes. Potential doesn't mean anything unless it's utilized. They have the potential of having, maybe winning close to 90. They have potential of also winning about 60.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same outside of Goldschmidt. It's the same guys.
I know.
It's the same roster.
But you're losing that veteran presence. I mean, how is that going to affect first base? Because playing first base is apparently easy, and we're just going to put anybody there. Contreras. Does he stay healthy? Does the pitching staff stay healthy? Do they actually play McGreevy? Do they do all these things that they need to do? And you can't. Are we going to say that we trust the Cardinals organization, John Mozeliak, Halley, to make the decisions to win the games when they, or to put the roster together? Yeah, no Matt Carpenter. I mean, I don't trust them, so I can't say that.
Nobody wants Matt Carpenter except you, Ron Rhodes.
Why isn't Ron Rhodes in Columbia right now?
Oh, he's probably, he's got credit recovery to work on and all that stuff.
Well,
he's retired.
There's a part of me that they lose the veteran presence, lose that stuff, but then it turns into like a Cleveland Indian major league type of thing where they're just going to do it despite Mozeliak. So
I don't know if they got those kind of guys.
I don't know. They name a backup catcher. Name a backup catcher. Name a backup catcher, the manager. So Pedro Pajes is the next manager of the Cardinals.
Well, it ain't gonna be Yachty.
No.
See you in the morning. All right, Coach. We'll see you in the morning. I just kind of wonder how that's all gonna go. I just don't see it. But that's just me.
Yeah.
If
I'm optimistic because I'm a fan, but I'm not sure. Too much unknown.
Okay, so with Mo leaving, if the Cardinals are bad again, another losing season, they're out of the playoffs. Let's say they're out of the playoffs relatively early too. Do they let Ollie go with this new with the new GM or whatever?
It's still
whatever job title.
It's still Mo. Mo is still the one running the team this year.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get rid of him.
No, I bet you it wouldn't surprise me at the end of the year when Mo retires. Because the new guy, I think, will want to put his stamp on the team somehow. Bloom, yes, he'll want to put his stamp on the team somehow.
St. Vincent Indians are on the. It's been 20 years since they played for the second place So you got an old Bruce Valroy picture up here. I wish I could. Gosh,
It probably looks exactly the same.
he doesn't. I gotta try to get this. No, this is
Fat
great.
fingers, fat fingers, fat fingers.
No, it's just trying to zoom. It wasn't working. I got it though. Wow, that was one of the worst. It was one of the worst Final Fours ever, too. I mean,
That was the like the 5-22 final, something like that.
It was 30. It was like 36-30 in the championship game. It was bad. It was it was 13-6 at halftime, and then all he did was just run that arm Brewster kid off a bunch of screens, shoot the ball. Marionville would come down and chuck it at the rim, and I mean, it was awful. I mean, it was awful. I've told Bruce this many times. Like that is the worst basketball game I've ever watched in my life. That amounted for anything. Excuse me.
Well, didn't they win like 36-35 to get there or something? Wasn't it like
the game before? I can't remember what the score was. It was bad too. It was 4 football schools that made it. Hey, Bruce is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there he is down there on the court. How about that?
Yeah, he said he was going up there.
Well, he had to because the girls are there. He's like
Yes,
the
sir.
AD or something.
Is he the AD again? I didn't think he was.
Yes, he is. They hired a new AD for next year, but he is the AD right now. It was a weird conference meeting with one less school this year. I was just kind of strange.
Well, there's no
Probably
tie
quicker.
votes.
Was it quicker?
Oh, heck of a lot quicker, a lot less arguments.
There's no arguments.
Arguments. Was Chris that mean?
He's a mean guy. He's a mean guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you talk to coaches across the state right now, he may be one of those mean guys.
Yeah, because they're dumb and don't read emails.
Because he doesn't reply back to their emails.
Oh, I got the reply when I sent him something too. I was like, what? That was my own fault. So
It is what it is.
So, all right, we're about that time. We need to take a commercial break.
yeah, I'm sick of looking at you guys.
Thanks,
You've
Jason.
been watching the zoo the whole time.
Definitely
What are you
mutual.
talking about?
Yeah, I keep looking at this receding hairline. I'm like, oh my god, gotta put a hat back on.
Jason looking over the top of his laptop. We keep seeing all of that stuff right
He's
here.
up by 3. Let's go.
So, all right, we'll be back in just a minute or two.
Watch, Coach.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
Fire!
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Bro!
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
It's Between Takes with Daikin and Dave Mars.
Cut. All right, next set up.
Hey, Dave, we got another question about energy savings. And this is a good one.
Yeah, efficiency is so important.
Didn't you just talk with Daikin about this?
They said energy efficiency is the key to a happy marriage. She gets the temperature, I get the savings.
Good to know. I'll tell them to check with their local Daikin dealer.
All right, back to 1.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com. In the hobby of collecting, check out Elite Collectibles, open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. They carry a wide variety of sports cards, trading cards, magic cards, Pokemon cards, and other non-sports cards. Need some supplies? They also have sleeves, top loaders, boxes, and much, much more. They have online auctions every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and also do bulk grading submissions to SGC and CGC. Check out Elite Collectibles at 1258 Main Street in Imperial, Missouri. You can also view their entire inventory at www.elitecollecting.com.
You need new entertainment. You need full-length content. You need the Real Fresh channel. Hey, I'm Health Fresh from the Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today on YouTube. We have new content. We are a network of podcasters putting out new stuff every single day. Whether you need sports, pro or college, whether you need comedies, whether you need pop culture, whether you need wrestling, we've got so much content on there. Gaming, check it out. Live, not live, we've got it all. The Real Fresh channel. Subscribe today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Coach's Box. I'm watching Mizzou getting ready to lose to Mississippi State, and it's about to drive me insane.
Shut your mouth.
And
Shut your mouth.
I don't understand some of the rotations we got going on in this game. I haven't seen Mitchell a whole lot. Yeah, I'm not feeling very confident about the Mizzou Tigers right now.
Would you stop being so negative, Jason? You're supposed to be the essence of positivity.
I mean, that's a foul, and they didn't call it. And yeah.
Well, how about this? Here's what is definitely a foul right here. Look at that picture of for the fans of our show.
Wait a minute, is that Bruce?
That is
Coach
Bruce Valroy. So Robin, if you're watching the show, and Coach, when you decide to watch it at whatever point on YouTube, because that's what you can do for free. Yes, we put a picture of you from 2005 up on there. Look at that guy.
He looks a little hefty in that picture, baby.
Well, he's got a little bit more hair. That's for sure.
Well, he's got that top button unbuttoned as usual.
I bet you a quarter he's got a pencil in his ear, in one of those ears there, getting ready to write some notes.
I bet you he still has that shirt.
No, he probably still wears it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's his Friday night game shirt.
Awesome though. It's like, look at that.
We just live and die at the 3-point line. You guys drive me nuts. My ADD is kicking. You are correct.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Same team.
For anybody who does care about the Class 2 Boys State Championship, Eugene is leading 38-32 over Canton now. We're in the second half, just started. But, this is going to be a shortened episode of our show.
Ooh,
we did want to come on and have an episode this week. We've had a lot of off weeks lately because of basketball reschedules, things like that. I did think it would be cool if we could go live from Mizzou. It was kind of short notice for everybody.
Off weeks? I mean, we've not had near the many off weeks as big time.
We're not talking about Jim's off weeks. Jim's still on vacation. Whatever vacation. What a tip.
He is on assignment.
Perpetual assignment.
Wow.
Yes. All right. So we have to spend this segment talking a little bit of NFL and all of the movement of players in the last week or so. And not just movement of players, movement of big time players. Like anybody have any idea what the Seahawks are trying to do by literally getting rid of everyone?
No.
Maybe tank?
Are they trying to move to Boca Raton or something?
I don't know what they're trying to do. Obviously, Taylor's
for who? Arch for next year or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ewers, what's another good quarterback that's coming out in the draft?
Well, I mean, but
this year
it would be for next year. It would be Arch Manning. Would be probably. I can't even.
I mean, he is athletic, and he is athletic. But if because isn't he still undecided if he's out, or did he put his name in the half draft?
I think he declared because I think he was at.
Okay. Was he
did
at
some
the
draft
combine?
stuff already?
So,
yeah, I think
so we'll see. I'm assuming the keys are going to go over to Arch. So I mean, again, as athletic as he in the little bit of time that we've seen him, we'll see if he can steer the ship.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
the big one for me. The big one for me is Rogers going to Pittsburgh. Who had that on the bingo card?
Well, I was listening to 101, and they were talking in like a early morning because we start school at 7, so it was listening on Sportsmanlike, and they were talking about that whole situation with Aaron Rodgers and Pittsburgh, and I'm thinking, why would you want that? Why does Mike Tomlin want that kind of just craziness in the locker room? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a crap show. It just is. And as he's gotten older, he's just gotten weirder. So, I mean, are you trying to bring that into your culture? You already got George Pickens who wants to fight everybody. I mean, is he still on the team?
I mean,
did he get cut or go to prison? I mean, what do you do? I mean, is he still there?
No, that would be the Chiefs. That would be the Chiefs.
Well, the Chiefs now are becoming the new Cowboys with all the players they have that keep getting arrested.
But so my thought is now, and again, you guys didn't believe this. You had to look it up. Rodgers was a top 10, top 12 quarterback. Okay, played, and it's just the fact that again he is what it is. Your yards, your touchdowns, go ahead.
The Aaron Rodgers thing is not 100% yet, right?
No, I don't think he actually signed yet.
No, he has not signed with them yet. So that is not 100%.
Were they waiting on a drug test or what?
I don't
know why. I'm just telling you.
Tampering.
Well, I think they're waiting on.
What that is.
They're waiting on them to come to their senses.
So you brought Fields over for a year, and then didn't they let him go?
He won games. Yes, he's now with the Jets.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
I know, Zach.
And then you have Russell Wilson still under contract, and you're going to bring in supposedly Aaron Rodgers, and he's not coming in to compete. You don't bring Aaron Rodgers in to compete. If you bring him in, he's your starter.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get
Okay.
I don't see him actually signing there, but
really?
Rodgers at Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's going to be a Steeler. He'll figure out a way to wear number 12 too.
Well, the Steelers also signed Mason Rudolph. They still have Russell Wilson is a free agent. That's right. So they don't have a quarterback at the moment.
You got Mason Rudolph.
They have Mason Rudolph.
Well, they could have had Dwayne Haskins, but he got hit by
ran over by a truck.
right, Jarvis.
Hey, he did.
Nothing good happens after midnight, kids.
Nope.
Just remember that. Don't walk the road. Busy highway. Middle of the night when you're a NFL quarterback.
So how about this?
Else.
Right. So how about a couple of these? I saw a meme that said Myles Garrett. I want to go to a winner and re-signs with Cleveland. DK Metcalf. I want to go somewhere where it's warm. Signs with Pittsburgh. And there was another guy that I want to win and sign somewhere that's bad. So at the end of the day, I think Chris, you've said it multiple times over the years. It's about the money, man. Show me the money, and that's what they're going to do. How do you go ahead.
How about how good will Buffalo's defense be next year with Joey Bosa on their defensive line now?
Right. That's
so.
I mean, it's probably an upgrade from an old Von Miller.
Yeah, and they
got cut.
I think Buffalo's like, okay, we're going to roll with this offense, but we need to give them some defensive help. And I think they went out and signed another cornerback too. And they're going to try to improve that defense.
Well, then Josh Allen with the monster contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he got paid. Thing, man. They just
well, what do y'all
they want to go somewhere and they turn around and as soon as someone throws a couple more bucks, they're like, you know what? I think I'll stay.
What do y'all think about the Seahawks and everything they did? Traded Geno and
we literally talked about that, Jason.
Oh, sorry.
We literally.
Oh my.
Well, between all the static I'm getting in my headphones from somebody's internet, I can't.
It's Zach. It's Zach's.
Just blaming me.
You know, hey, here's the. No, it really
I didn't
is
blame you. Somebody's got
no,
major
Chris.
static.
I did. So this is that point in the show where we need to let everybody know, like, listen, if you feel like your loved ones are having trouble remembering things, remember to get them checked for Alzheimer's. Because
I was watching the Mizzou game. I wouldn't listen to a word you guys were saying.
It's something that, make sure. Sure, that's fine. You can go ahead and say that.
And if anyone is wondering,
but
remember, this is why this show is free.
It's because your internet sucks. They only heard half of that, Zach.
Okay.
So we'll repeat this for Jason's sake.
You don't have
they
to repeat
traded
it for
Geno
my sake.
Smith. They traded Geno Smith.
I just thought it was nuts.
They traded DK Metcalf. And in their place, they signed Sam Darnold and Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So,
yeah, that's a winning crew right there.
Yeah,
it's an interesting crew.
Just straight up, basically trading.
Hey, static's
like
gone.
for like.
Yeah,
but
Zach's trying to fix his video.
What I will say is to the Raiders, who picked up Geno Smith and reunited him a little bit with Pete Carroll. They have signed a bunch of people, and only really got rid of Gardner Minshew. That's it.
Who's now a member of the Chiefs?
Yes.
Minshew made
I'm not even
Kansas City.
So, and did the Chiefs get rid of Gabbert? Wasn't he their backup?
No, Carson Wentz was their backup.
Oh, Carson Wentz. Okay. That's right. And he's still there. So.
Well, I mean, is he though?
They have not released or traded him yet.
Well, let's go like this. All other Kansas City quarterbacks last year were 15-0, except for Carson Wentz, who was 0-1 in the regular season. 16-0, and then, yeah. Anyway, you get what I was saying. He lost. He sucks. He needs to just quit.
Yep.
Worry about how he dresses and goes to games.
But
gosh, this game is getting chippy right now. I mean, it is chippy.
So, one of the team,
a couple of good ones here.
The only team that hasn't done much of anything is Green Bay. I think they re-signed one guy.
Who's done more, the Green Bay Packers or the St. Louis Cardinals?
The Green Bay Packers. They signed a guy.
Packers. Who do you have more faith in, the Packers?
Packers.
Or the
Yes. The Packers remodeled their locker room. That's already more than what the Cardinals did.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's interesting. What's
you are full of some interesting facts there, Kevin.
Where do you acquire this knowledge? Like, listen, hey, it was on
Wikipedia. Isn't that where you guys get yours?
No. No.
Sorry. When I don't have to spend my entire day answering emails, so I just look up random crap every now and then.
So I did look it up. Mitchell is hurt. That's why he's not playing. His knee for the Mizzou Tigers. And
no, he's playing. Did he hurt it in the first half?
He played early on. Yes, he has not played since. He has been ruled out. What I read on ESPN, he's ruled out.
Oh, okay. That's a haircut. He got his haircut and lost his mojo.
Yeah, I was going to say something about his haircut, too. I'm like, oh, man, I don't know about that, dude. And then I thought he had an ice bag on the sidelines. I was like, uh-oh. And that is for sure. I was like, why is Gray playing so much? And that's why.
Yeah.
Because Gray went off too hurt and came
Well,
back.
The winner of this game is going to have a tough go with Florida. So
we beat them before, Kevin.
Yeah, when we were playing better.
Well, I mean, we just need to be wakened up. Oh my God, Gray, you suck. Oh, I hate this.
So,
McVey, are you there?
I'm here. Don't know if it's working or not.
Oh, that sounds crystal clear, baby.
Oh,
much
better.
should reboot more often, man.
It sounds like you do live in a rich neighborhood.
Shigama.
Hey, Chris, what do you say? You have two choices in life.
Yeah, I'm
going to take it as a compliment. I live like a mile from him, so
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
So by transitive property, Kevin also
lives in a high dollar. Yep.
Yes. Yes. Yep. When you Google search Zach's house, if my house is in the Google map frame, then it counts.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So, all right, man. Well, Miller, I know what you're going to be doing for the rest of the weekend, right?
I am going to be working some more on all district stuff tomorrow.
Hey, when does that come out again, by the way?
I'll email.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I just got a text about right after we talked about that stuff. Hey, is there a small school all conference list out yet?
That's crazy.
Okay, no. Now you do realize what would help out is that if the schools maybe put a message out towards the end of the year that says, "Hey, we will announce all of the postseason awards after the last conference school is done." Then we'll put the stuff out.
The part of the problem is the big schools put theirs out today.
Yeah.
So because theirs is out, everyone's like, "Well, why is the small school out?"
There were years ago where we tried to kind of unify that a little bit and not pretend and act like it was two different conferences within one conference and say, listen, we're going to put all of the all conference stuff out at once. And whoever hosted the meetings did whatever they wanted. So,
you know how dumb it is to have a large school, like you have to say Jefferson County Conference or what, JCAA, large schools. Why don't you just change the name of the two conferences? Jason, why don't you since you're big time, why don't you see about
it's called
the
just invite Cuba in and everything, and it's the Quad County Conference.
No, I was gonna say call it the Jefferson County +1. You know, you got Perryville
-1.
-1.
-1.
County Conference.
-1.
Not so much.
So,
County Conference.
but
Sorry.
So all right,
it's been a long day. I can laugh at anything right now. I'm so blah.
Well, we have had almost an hour filled of nothing but ADD, aimless wandering.
Yeah, that is enough.
Looking at the bottom of people's chins, looking as they look over their computer towards the game. So, is there anything else we need to talk about tonight?
No, nothing of value.
Class
or
1,
great
2,
value.
3, all district comes out Monday. Class 4, 5, and 6 comes out the following Monday.
Well, that's dumb. You should put them all out together.
I shouldn't I?
Small school Jefferson County Conference doesn't come out until St. Vincent girls are done.
Monday.
Gosh.
Monday. Unless someone jumps the gun and wants to put it out there on Sunday.
They talked about it. They talked about it going out on Sunday.
The Leader Publications will be the first to release it next week.
Oh, I'm sure. It's okay. All right. It is what it is.
Hey.
Yeah, we've had an episode of the show. Like I said, it was a shortened episode. But next week, Jason Jarvis will be up in Columbia.
Yes, I will be. I am going to go up on Thursday.
He's our Southeast Missouri boys representative for the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association. So he has a board meeting that he has to attend, and that's because Jason's big time, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm big time. This is coming from the MBCA, whatever you are, vice president.
I'm not the
director of Google Forms.
Yeah.
There you go.
Director of how to read your email.
Well, you have not done a good job at your job.
I was going to say, if it sounds like Jarvis, it sounds like he's not modeling correctly, and he's
not modeling good behavior.
Instructions. His instructions
Hey,
obviously are poor.
No one should ever confuse Chris with a model.
Maybe like
his lesson
Chris
planning.
Farley, Chris Farley Chippendale's model from Saturday
There you
Night
go.
Live.
There you go. His lesson plan.
Maybe modeling farm equipment.
By the way, Jeremy Eisenman is calling the state championship game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
put it out there. We might put out some instructional videos on how to actually check your email, submit your all district nominations, actually
read a calendar.
Understand what due dates are. You're right. I should probably do that. That's
you should
totally
also
on me.
reading a calendar.
I should be able
to
teach people.
Yep, you should.
I should. I take full responsibility for the fact that people don't know how to do that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, grill.
Maybe hold on, time out. Maybe the guy that was before you, maybe he did a good job, and you could just ride the coattails of that guy.
I should do.
I mean, you are a coattail rider.
I am. Very much so.
Very
much so.
Well, guys, anything else to add for the night? I think it's probably time we end this charade of a show tonight.
We're about 57 minutes over, so go ahead.
Did Zach want to do the show tonight? Yes, no,
I know.
Absolutely not.
He never wants to do the show. He's only here because he has to be or something. I don't know.
We're just here so we don't get fined.
Right.
Yeah. We're Marshawn.
Hopefully we will see everybody back. Hopefully they want to come back and watch again after this debacle.
We'll try to do one next week.
I know who's not going to be here.
Jim Powers.
Hey, Thursday's good for me, guys. Oh, wait a second.
The ultimate big time.
I'm coaching baseball now. Yes. So.
All right, I'm out.
See ya.
We will see you guys next week.
See y'all.
This episode of the Coach's Box Call It Like We See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.